Now, here are the people who are hurting America right now. I promote this as a special report. And there's an interesting editorial in the Wall Street Journal that Wall Street Journal publisher wrote it and said, look, everybody else is just agenda driven in the journalistic community. They don't care about fact-based truth. We in the Wall Street Journal do. I've seen stuff in the Wall Street Journal news pages that's just not true. And the Wall Street Journal leans against Trump in the news pages. In their editorial pages, they favor Trump over Biden. And it's two separate things. But anyway, what you have to know, and I'm sure you do, is that the press is no longer honest in America. All right? They want Trump out. And they're going to do everything they can, including printing dishonest stuff, that's the fake news, to get him out. And they don't care. All right. New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, Warner Media, that's HBO and a whole bunch of others, CNN, Warner Media, CNN, Disney, ABC, The View, NBC News, MSNBC, all of them. You can't believe what they tell you. That's it. Social media, Facebook, Google, Twitter, all of them run by left-wing zealots. All of them. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez wants to destroy the country as we know it. Bernie Sanders, likewise. Elizabeth Warren, likewise. Nancy Pelosi, a little bit different. A little bit different. But here's the key question. What is the difference between Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris? There is no difference. The Lincoln Society, made up of Republicans. Steve Schmidt, who worked for McCain. Conway, who's Kellyanne Conway's husband. A bunch of others. They hate Trump so much that they are putting out false propaganda to try to hurt him, and in the process, hurt the country. Following mayors are destroying their cities and, by extension, the country. New York City, de Blasio; Chicago, Lightfoot; Portland, Wheeler; Seattle, Durkin; Minneapolis, Fry; Washington, Bowser; Baltimore, Young; San Francisco, Breed; Dallas, Johnson; Houston, Turner; Denver, Hancock. All of them will not enforce the law, are allowing behavior that hurts their own citizens dramatically because they are far-left ideologues. The governors in the same category: Pritzker of Illinois, Cuomo of New York, Newsom of California, Brown of Oregon, Inslee of Washington State, Walz of Minnesota, and Whitmer of Michigan. Now, I'm sure there are others and other mayors too, but those are the headliners. Okay? They are damaging the country, putting people in danger, looking the other way when murder is on the upswing dramatically. I've never seen anything like it. Usually, politicians try to protect their citizens. In this case, they don't even try. They don't care. As long as liberalism, as long as socialist policies, that's what they want. Got to be a few casualties along the way, right? Hollywood. It's important. There are two major agencies in Hollywood that are blackballing people who are not far left. That means if you're a conservative in Hollywood, you will have a very hard time working. The two agencies are United Talent Agency, UTA, run by a guy named Jeremy Zimmer, and the William Morris Endeavor Agency, run by Ari Emanuel, brother to Rahm Emanuel, who ruined Chicago. Okay? How it works in Hollywood is, if you want to hire somebody, they have an agent. These are two huge agencies, and they promote people. They say, oh, this one will be good for this role. That one will be good for that role. If you're a conservative, they're not going to handle you. Protest groups. ACLU, we went over this yesterday, far left group, Open Borders. They're not a group anymore that looks out for civil liberties. Black Lives Matter Global Foundation, Marxist group, run by Alicia Garza, Patrisse Cullors, and Opal Tometi, all admit they're Marxists. That's communists, okay? Open Society Foundation at Soros. We'll get to him at the end of the program. It's his birthday today. Media Matters, okay? Far, far left. They try to destroy people with whom they disagree. Move On, same thing. Color of Change, another far left organization that pays people to go in and demonstrate. They pay protesters. Color of Change, based in Oakland, California. Now, there are many more. I'm just giving you a sample.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.